Hello, Steve White's 89. I do have one criticism of She-Hulk. I just did a review and actually defended it because I kind of enjoyed this episode. It's still got some issues, but it's a lot better than the first couple episodes, and I don't understand why the hate. Aside from the usual political stuff, I don't really get why people are hating it that much. But one thing I did notice, because a lot of people were criticising the special effects in the beginning, that was the first thing they started to attack. And I wasn't really seeing it the first couple of trailers and that. I didn't really see what the issue was. I mean, we all know she's like a green CGI person, but I thought it actually looked kind of believable. Didn't really have any issues with it. But this episode, there were a couple of scenes where she really looked CGI, like they must have been starting to get behind or something after getting a few episodes in, because there was scenes where she was just walking around in the office as the Hulk, She-Hulk, and it really looked CGI, and her arms, especially the way she was moving and doing things, really looked bad. And I'm like, don't they just have a person in a suit to get the movement right? It really looked bad. And I also don't understand, because there are times when she really looks like She-Hulk, and then there's times where she just looks like the actress but green. I'm like, why don't you just put green makeup on the actress, film her, and then just use forced perspective, or just use CGI to make her look bigger in the scene instead of creating a whole CGI person? Because if she's not going to look exactly like She-Hulk, I was a bit confused. I'm like, is it me or is it them? Are they switching how she's looking and changing things and not being consistent, or was I not paying attention? Because it didn't look good. And her hands, when she was doing something, like when she was holding the phone because it's smaller and all that, I'm like, I get that they're actually trying to create a character that is bigger, that would do everything differently than a normal sized person, but you can have an actual talented like mime person, or someone who's good with physical things, like an actor or someone who works in like the circus or something, who can, I'm sure they could work out how to emulate someone bigger size dealing with smaller objects, and have someone creative do something like that where it actually looks natural, instead of the way they're doing it. It just looks really weird. I don't know what the issue is, but I just had to comment on that because everyone else is attacking it, and I sort of thought that was a bit harsh, and I'm looking at it like, okay, I can see it now, so I don't want to be one of those people who just is like, oh, it's great, it's great no matter what. And I'm like, no, it's got problems. Some of the CGI is bad, but some of the other CGI looked fine. I mean, she looks quite good in some scenes and quite believable in some scenes. And then, like I said, there's a couple other scenes where it's just like really bad, and I'm like, do they have different teams? Were they just rushed? Did they do those shots last because they were the least complicated and they didn't think they'd take as long, and they ran out of time to get up, on air on time? Or what was that? But yeah, I just want to comment on that because I forgot to mention it in the video, and I don't want to just be saying good things when there are some issues with it. Like, I did comment on the breaking the fourth wall. I think I said the fifth wall at the end of the video. But yeah, the breaking the fourth wall really doesn't work. But the overall humour and comedy does work. I don't think it's trying to be an outright sitcom slapstick sort of comedy. It's just supposed to be humorous, and for the most part it works, except when she breaks the fourth wall and tries to really deliberately be funny, like, to the audience. That doesn't work. I don't know if it's just because they're announcing it and that's what they're trying to do, so it doesn't take you by surprise, or if it's just badly done in the first place. I don't know. But that's it. I just want to comment on that as well. And also, I really don't want to watch Lord of the Rings to review that, and I need another video for today, so I just thought I'd talk about the effects for a minute. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I will be paying more attention to the effects in the next couple of episodes, because I'm just kind of curious what's happening there. But, yep, I'm done.